Good morning, everybody. It's Nick here speaking from Paris again, and it's a lovely day outside. It's about 17 degrees. I think it's about 17 degrees, which is nice and cool for once. Yes, about 17 degrees at 10:30 in the morning. Of course, Europe is having a massive heat wave at the moment. Places like Spain and Portugal are seeing temperatures in the 47, 48 degree categories, so that is pretty goddamn horrible. Apparently, yesterday in Portugal, one of the cities, or one of the towns, sorry, lost power. Can you imagine losing power with no aircon, no refrigeration, etc., for like half a day? So fuck that. Anyway, the reason I'm talking today is because I'm actually really excited and very, very happy because one of my favorite actors, Sir Patrick Stewart, is going to reprise his role as legendary Captain Jean-Luc Picard, mon ami. As we all know, Picard started out in this, Star Trek Next Generation, which was the first, not the first, it was the first sequel, if you want to call it a sequel, to the original Star Trek series, which took place in the 60s. And at first, I wasn't sure, whether it was going to be a good show. I mean, no one was, as a matter of fact. I mean, even Patrick Stewart himself, he apparently spent the first couple of weeks with his bag packed because he actually didn't believe that the show was going to survive. Which kind of makes you wonder why he bothered going over in the first place. But the guy is quite a diverse actor. I don't know if you've seen him in on stage. I haven't, sadly. I've seen videos of him on stage, but I haven't seen him live. But I mean, from King Lear to Macbeth, of course, he got a stage work because he's a Royal Shakespeare, actor. But he's also done some pretty horrific roles, like his role as a Nazi in, I think it's called The Green Room. Real piece of rubbish in that. And yeah, he's a very, very diverse actor. So anyway, he's going back to Picard. And I think the show finished in, what, I think 92? No, it can't be 92 already. But yeah, no, it wasn't 92. Yeah, he says 92 for some strange reason on his Facebook page. He said that back in '92 he didn't want to. Sorry, 2002. That's right, 2002. So yes, I mean you can imagine him after spending 7 years and four Star Trek movies that he didn't want to go back. I mean I don't blame him. I mean the characters had been sort of investigated, but now quite a few years later, some 16 years later, he wants to go back, and I can see why. I mean he's an older gentleman now. He has a lot more experience under his belt, and with the world the way it is right now, it's quite nice to have that guiding light, as it were. He says here that a lot of his fans and stuff have said that his character has inspired them to lead better lives or inspired them to get into science, etc., etc. So I really like that about Star Trek as a whole, not just each character. Some characters not so much, I have to be honest. But Picard definitely, for me, is the best captain. I'm sorry, Kirk, but yeah, you're way too misogynistic in real life for me to really enjoy your characters. I suppose back in the day it was pretty pioneering, but really watching it now, cheese, big cheese. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. We're not sure when the show is going to be coming, but it will be coming to CBS All Access. Of course, they're the ones who've just not rebooted. Sorry, I keep saying rebooted because everybody's rebooting things these days. They've just started with the new Star Trek Discovery, of course, which was a massive hit. I know some people out there don't like it because it's not the way Star Treks are supposed to be. But if you look at something like Deep Space Nine, they certainly went into the whole idea of war and terrorism, etc., etc. So yeah, it's not exactly the first time that Star Trek has ventured into the dark realm. So I really enjoyed it. I think the first part of the first season of Discovery was a little bit clunky, especially as far as dialogue is concerned. Production values off the chart. Really like what they did with the captains. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next season starring Pike, of course. Captain Pike is going to be in the next one. We have to wait until 2002. Sorry, 2002 2019. My brain, I haven't had enough coffee today, I don't think. But yeah, so that's going to be coming out next year. And with the studio picking up Kurtzman, who's been a massive Star Trek person for a long, long time. Apparently, he's signed on to a 5-year deal, and there's going to be quite a few different Star Treks coming out. One of them apparently is going to be a limited run, which will focus on the Wrath of Khan, a character which I think should be left alone because he was brilliant back in the day. We don't need to find out what motivated him, but apparently, what do I know? There's also apparently one that's going to take place in Starfleet Academy. That could be quite fun. I think you could either dumb it down for the sort of younger generation. Not to say that they're stupid or anything like that, but make it kind of like a I don't know, a coming of age, Starfleet thing. You could have quite a bit of fun with it, I think, quite frankly. It's the nice thing about Star Trek is literally it's an entire universe. It's not just one character's little realm. It's everybody. So yeah, I mean, I'm very, very happy to hear this. The nice thing about it too is that it's actually going to be taking place after. Shut up, Nonna. It's going to be taking place after the Next Generation. Now, I don't know if all of you have watched the Next Generation's last episode. If you haven't, spoilers incoming, run away. Um, in the last episode, it was called All Good Things. Quite a funny story. I'll tell you just now. It takes place in the future. He starts with him in the future in the vineyards of his estate, and he's sort of wrapping little ribbons around his vines. And he's suffering a neurological disease, a degenerative disease as well, that they didn't pick up with scans. But in the last episode, there's three timelines. They go back to the original, the very start of the Next Generation series, season 1. They go back to season 7, and then they go forward in time about 20, 30 years. And the last scene, well, not the last scene, but one of the last scenes between Picard and Dr. Crusher is him saying that he doesn't like to believe that history is set in stone, and maybe he won't get this disease. Of course, we now know that he's going to get the disease, if he's going to get it, and so maybe something can be done to stave it off. We don't know. So if it is taking place much further in the future, does he have this disease? I'm pretty sure he's not going to, though it would be quite... Shut up, Nana! It would be quite interesting to see if they take that avenue. I mean, it'll certainly be a very new angle for Star Trek. I think yeah, it certainly would. But yeah, so I'm very, very happy. We're not sure, like I say, when it's going to happen. I'm hoping soon. I mean, I think Patrick Stewart's sitting on, 73 years old, somewhere like that. I'm not actually sure. Interesting, if you Google Patrick Stewart, or sorry, Jean-Luc Picard, other searches include crazy girlfriend search. I'm not quite sure why she's there. But yeah, he's getting on. He's not a young chicken anymore. But I mean, yeah, he certainly is a brilliant actor, and I'd love to see him coming back. I'll put on the screen what he actually says over here. I will always be very proud to have been a part of Star Trek The Next Generation, but when we wrapped the final movie in the spring of 2002, I truly felt my time with Star Trek had run its natural course. It is, therefore, an unexpected but delightful surprise to find myself excited and invigorated to be returning to Jean-Luc Picard and to explore new dimensions within him, seeking out new life for him. I see what you did there, when I thought that life was over. During these past years, it has been humbling to hear stories about how the Next Generation brought people comfort, saw them through difficult periods in their lives, or how the example of Jean-Luc inspired so many to follow in his footsteps, pursuing science, exploration, and leadership. I feel I'm ready to return to him for the same reason, to research and experience what comforting and reforming light he might shine on these often very dark times. So absolutely. I look forward to working with our brilliant creative team as we endeavor to bring a fresh, unexpected, and pertinent story to life once more. And yeah, absolutely, Patrick. I mean, yes, I would love to see the show. I really, really do. So please make sure it happens and it's not going to fall through for something. But yeah, as I say, we have quite a few new Star Treks coming. This is going to be one of them. I'm very excited to see this new interest in Star Trek, to be honest with you. And I think shows like The Orville, which is not a show that I watch because I just can't get my head around the bad slapstick humor and the fact that it's literally a reincarnation of The Next Generation, only just not as well done, even though it's 16 years later. But at least shows like that are promoting people to look to science and science fiction. We also have the hardcore science fiction shows like The Expanse, which has thankfully been picked up by Amazon. We have other shows like Killjoys, which has just started season 4 right now, which is confirmed to go to season 5 as well, which is a lot lighter for younger generations and people who just don't want heavy stuff in your face the whole time. So there's a lot of science fiction out there. Sadly, some of them get cancelled, like Dark Matter, which I really enjoyed. Quite sad to see that go. But on the whole, we definitely are in an era of absolutely fantastic series and options out there. Not just science fiction, of course. I mean, you just look at Netflix as a whole and the shows that it's now offering on its platform. So I think we're very lucky, to be honest with you. I think we're in a very good time for movies. Though I must say the movies are kind of getting saturated with the whole superhero theme. That's not to say that there are not other movies out there that are as worth watching too. Mission Impossible Fallout is doing bloody well at the moment. Real great, fun to watch. The interesting about this is that people watch these absolutely hectic stunts in that, but then if you watch like a Bollywood movie with the same kind of stunts, you laugh at it. The difference is, this is replying to one of these people out there on the internet, is that it's real when you're watching Tom Cruise do. When you're watching a Bollywood thing and a guy flies through the air, that's not real, okay? Big difference. So yeah, I just wanted to cover that today because I'm very excited about that. A very nice thing to hear in the evening. And yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date with anything else that is happening around the new developments of Patrick Stewart coming back to reprise his role. And yeah, I think it's going to be some great times in the future for us Star Trek fans. I'll catch you guys later.